Really? I knocked it off and then I caught it again. Oh boy. Man, there is like no water in this creek. And I'm seeing nothing but dinkfish. Hoping I can come across a fairly deep pool soon. Because if I find a deep pool, chances are that's where the fish are going to be with the creek being so low. Alright, this right here looks pretty juicy. This is about the deepest water I've seen so far. Ooh, there was a nice hit. That didn't feel like a dink. Question is, what was it? And will he come back and hit it again? Yes, he will. Oh, he's off. I did not get a good look at that fish. I have no idea what it was. And I think he felt the hook, so I don't think he's going to come back a third time. Dang it. First bite of the day and I miss him. How many times has that ever happened? Well, guys, I don't think that fish is going to come back and hit my lure, but I'll bet he'll hit this. Brought some night crawlers with me in case things got tough, but given that the conditions will likely limit my chances of actually hooking into a fish, and I know there's one in here, I'm going to jump to it right now. There we go, fish on. What do we got here? What is this? Holy crap, it's a brown trout. Let me get this guy back in the water here. I knew trout held over in this creek, but I was expecting them all to be caught by now. And it looks like you got that hook pretty deep. I'll take a look and see if I can pull it out or if I'm just going to cut it. He's a little too skinny to keep. Oh wow, yeah, he really got it deep. I'm going to just cut the line, and he's not bleeding or anything, so I'm going to give him a chance. Hopefully he makes it. Yeah, that fish was a little too small to keep. There we go, another fish. This looks like another trout. Yeah, it is. This one also hooked himself pretty badly. Well, actually, the hook point isn't down in his stomach, so I might be able to get it out. Yes, and he's not bleeding. All right, so this one's definitely got a great shot of living. Oh, don't go into the rock. There you go. Okay. That's what I said before. I said, if I can find a deep hole, that's probably where the fish are going to be. There we go. Another fish. I don't think this is a trout. Nope. It's a fall fish that I hooked in the back. I don't know how that happened, but there you go. There we go. What is this? This looks like it could be another trout. Yeah, it's another brownie. Easy, Pally. This one is a little wrapped up. Ah, this one's bleeding. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep this guy. Once they start bleeding, it's pretty clear that they're not gonna make it. So I'll dispatch him and I'll take him home, make a meal out of him. Well guys, I am out of worms. I knew I didn't have many, but I thought I had more than I did. Poor planning on my part, I guess. So what I'm going to try is, since I've seen fish rolling on what are probably nymphs and scuds on the bottom, I've got this little tiny soft plastic crayfish on a 1/64 ounce jig head, which might closely resemble the benthic critters that they're nibbling on. And I'm just going to drift this along the bottom and see if I can get any bites on it. Alright, nothing on that little crayfish, so I'm going to switch over to the white grub on the jig head. I'll roll this through here a few times, see if I can get any bites. If not, I think I'm going to have to move on to a different hole. Ooh, there we go. Wow, he hammered it. He absolutely crushed it. It is another brownie. Okay, hook came right out. He is good to go. Not bad. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this. Oh. Little perch. And there he goes. Oh, now he's wedged between two rocks. There he goes. Okay. Alright, well, species number 3 on the day. Alright guys, well, my honey hole dried up, so I moved up here to the bottom of the spillway, and I'm going to toss around this white swim bait, and I'm going to see if that gives me any strikes. The white jig worked, so I'm thinking the white swim bait might be a good call, but we'll see. So, you might be a little bit confused as to why this is a cabin series video when there's no cabin around. So this is actually a creek that is close by to where the cabin is. I've been staying at the cabin. I stayed over there last night and decided to give this place a try, because back when I was a kid I would fish here quite a bit, and sometimes I would do pretty well. There we go, fish on. Big rock bass. Look at that. So that's species number 4. Oh, he really latched onto that swim bait hard. Okay. I like this stream. This is one of those places where you never quite know what you're going to hook into. Oh, wow. Ah! This looks like a smallmouth. He's not that big. I'm gonna haul him up. Yeah, look at that. Species number 5 on the day. And that might be the heaviest fish I've caught so far. Okie doke. Send this guy for a splash landing. There we go, fish on. Oh, that looked like a largemouth, but he came off. That would have been the 6th species of the day. Oh, that's kind of a bummer that I couldn't land him. Oh, wow. He hit that quick. And there's our largemouth. Barely hooked him. There we go. Species number 6. Wish it was a bit bigger, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, so I've been getting some hookups here, but I've also been getting a ton of short strikes. So what I've done is I've switched back to the curly tail grub on the jig head, and I'm going to see if the smaller profile will catch some of those short striking fish. I just hope that the light 16th ounce jig head is heavy enough so that it stays down in this current. Alright, well, the fish were not biting the curl tail grub with the same voracity that they were biting the swim bait. But that might not be an issue, because I found in one of my tackle boxes some of these little micro swim baits. And I say found because I totally forgot I had them until I opened up one of my boxes and I saw them. So hopefully this will be the perfect marriage of small profile and swim bait action. If I forget what lures I'm even carrying, does that mean I have too much tackle? The answer is no. You can never have too much tackle, ever. Oh, there we go. Fish on. He didn't wait too long to get it. It's another rock bass. Oh, there we go. The little swim bait paying dividends. Alright, so the bite underneath the spillway really slowed down. But what I did notice is in this tail out here, I saw a bunch of what looked like sunfish. So I'm gonna throw around the little curly tail grub, and I'm gonna see if I can run the species count up a little bit more before I call it a day. Oh, there we go. Ah, another little largie. This one's got what I would call that typical creek largemouth coloration, with the really intense black band going down it. Really nice looking fish. There we go. Oh, wow, another little largie. Oh, and he flopped right off back into the water. Well guys, those sunfish scattered and they didn't come back, so it looks like the species counter is going to stop at 6. But still, very, very productive day, and it's good to see so many different species in this creek, because it means that the creek is healthy. And it's really nice to see that this creek is in just as good a shape as when I used to fish it many, many years ago. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.